Shortly after ringing in the new year, the celebration, along with a young man's life, was abruptly cut short by a bullet. It was once recognized for its industrial grandeur, but now, although it remains a staple in the city's history, as you can see, the Packard plant has become a center for blight and quite the eyesore here on Detroit's East Side. As congregation numbers continue to soar, construction plans are now underway to expand Triumph's North Campus. The church intends to redevelop the old JCPenney site that sits on the now closed Northland Mall. A year has passed since Maria went missing. Today, police may have finally caught her killer. The victim's husband was arrested today after his children called police, stating that their dad had killed their mother.
It is summertime where the heat is hot. I'm in Springfield Township on a big lake. This is the perfect day for what? Boating, of course. But first, you want to make sure that you are safe before you go out. I have just a couple tips for you. You want to always make sure that you have a float plan. That's to let someone know where you're going and how long you plan to be out. Secondly, you want to always ensure that you have life jackets. There are far too many drownings simply because no one had their life jacket on. Whether you're going to be at the pool or out at the beach, you want to always be sure to apply your sunscreen. Experts say that people only apply about 25 to 50% of what's actually needed. Here's just a couple important things you need to remember when applying your sunscreen. Always make sure that you have at least an SPF of 50 or more. You want to make sure that you're going to apply several times to make sure that you're properly coated. Also, if you're using an aerosol can, be sure to put on a nice thick layer and that you're rubbing it in. The 4th of July is just days away, and safety experts want to warn about the dangers of fireworks. Because what many may consider as holiday fun can be extremely dangerous. Never allow your children to light any fireworks, not even these cute little sparklers. These can burn to up to 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Also, never relight the duds. You want to take them, dip them in a bucket of water, and toss them away.
Shortly after ringing in the new year, the celebration, along with a young man's life, was abruptly cut short by a bullet.
Then nobody want to tell me. They just say, get to the hospital.
Yeah. 1 year ago, Javon Green was brutally murdered on New Year's Day. His father remains in shock.
It's just sad. I deal with this all day, every day.
Just moments after calling his dad to wish him a happy new year, Javon was shot and killed after an unknown suspect approached the vehicle he was in and opened fire. Friends and family are devastated.
All I can say is that was my only friend. And, all I ask is somebody to speak up.
Well, someone did speak up. After pleading to the community for help by way of a Crime Stoppers conference, the family received the answer they'd been praying for.
Once we did the Crime Stoppers, somebody called in because they reached out to me on Facebook, and they said they called Crime Stoppers a couple times and let them know who it was, and so Crime Stoppers did help.
Although police have arrested the suspect, Javon's family says they'll still feel the pain of his absence every day.
We are a praying family, and so we know that God has got us. But that does not mean that we are not hurting, and that we are not crying, and that we do not want Javon to be back with us.
Give anybody anything they wanted. He just was a good son.
The man who took Javon's life was sentenced here at the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice. Although it doesn't bring him back, Dad says that he is thankful that the killer is off of the street and prays that no other family would have to endure this type of pain. Reporting from downtown Detroit, I'm Dindi Maloney. It was once recognized for its industrial grandeur, but now, although it remains a staple in the city's history, as you can see, the Packard plant has become a center for blight and quite the eyesore here on Detroit's East Side. On Wednesday, the plant's famous pedestrian bridge that spanned over East Grand Boulevard collapsed around 3 p.m. 2 workers at the scene stated that they'd heard a crackling sound and went to investigate. It was at that moment that the bridge came crashing down. Fortunately, no one was hurt, and police were able to quickly isolate the area. Today, the area of East Grand Boulevard and Concord is clear for traffic. And the Packard Plant Bridge, which was once a bustling assembly line, is now just another part in history. Reporting from Detroit's East Side, I'm Dindi Maloney. As congregation numbers continue to soar, construction plans are now underway to expand Triumph's North Campus. The church intends to redevelop the old JCPenney site that sits on the now closed Northland Mall. It is hailed as one of the largest and fastest growing churches in the United States. Since 2008, Triumph Church, led by Pastor Solomon Kinlock, has blossomed into a multi-site phenomenon, utilizing 8 campuses and hosting 14 weekly services for over its 30,000 members. Now, the city of Southfield had previously spoke about some other concepts for the space, but Triumph Church, who currently owns the property, are committed to moving forward with its plans to expand and are excited to offer more to the community by doing so. Reporting from Southfield, I'm Dindi Maloney. Welcome to this week's episode of We Love Detroit. I'm excited today because I'm trying to become a health nut. We are here at Nutrition Unlimited in Southgate. I'm here with the owner, Mr. Mark Meyerson. How are you today, Mark?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Nice to meet you. So you and I talked a little bit before we got started here, and I'm learning so many different things. You're so knowledgeable. Tell us a little bit about Nutrition Unlimited.
Nutrition Unlimited is a one-stop health food store featuring a clinic. We have all kinds of nutritional services, an organic grocery with produce, everything organic, and then another room full of supplements, including practitioner lines that you normally can't get in a regular health food store.
Wow, so you said something amazing. You have a holistic services clinic in store.
Right.
In store for people.
Right.
That's amazing. Tell us about some of the services that you offer there.
Okay, we have, of course, nutritional consulting. We have a licensed esthetician for skincare.
Good.
We do massage therapy, sauna detox therapy, ionic foot detox therapy, and muscle testing, which is applied kinesiology or contact reflex analysis or morphogenic field testing. Those are all forms of muscle testing, where we can pretty much determine which product is good for you and which product you shouldn't take, depending on the response of your muscles.
Wow, that's really, really good information. Usually when I go to a health food store and some of the larger chains, sometimes employees may not be too knowledgeable about some of the products, and that's really important for people like me, for the consumer.
For sure.
So you stated that you were a nutritionist. How many years?
51 years now.
51 years
Right.
of knowledge here at
Right.
Nutrition Unlimited. So we can come in here and we can get good information